Hello, it's Dr. Edward and Parvati the cat here, and today I'm going to be talking about how you can very quickly and easily learn how to soothe anxious animals with calming signals. So if you want to be able to help animals feel more comfortable, if you come across any kind of animal that's anxious or stressed, this is a really easy way to do that. And this is my second take at this because the technological systems failed on the first time. So hello to all of you who are watching there live. If you're watching live, please say hello in the chat. I'd love to hear who you are and where you live. And if you're watching on YouTube and you're enjoying this, please do subscribe as well. So anxiety is becoming more and more common in our domestic pets, especially in dogs, but anxiety issues are increasing in cats as well. Soothing anxious dogs with calming signals is something that I'm going to teach you how to do right now. It's actually pretty easy to do, but before I do that, I just want to talk a little bit about why I think there has been such a big increase in anxiety in our domestic pets in the last 5 to 10 years. And hello Shirley from Newcastle, Justine from Liverpool, Anthea from the UK. Welcome and thanks so much for saying hi. So there's a lot of reasons. I think one is breeding animals with poor temperaments. Anxiety is a very heritable trait, and I think this has been amplified by the huge surge in demand for puppies during COVID, especially for designer dogs, oodles of oodles, and I've been seeing a lot of anxious COVID puppies. Also, many people are getting puppies or kittens for the first time. A lot of people don't actually know what puppies and kittens need in terms of healthy boundaries, training and socialisation. Another thing that can lead to anxiety is people using their pets as a substitute for children. Now, it's okay to have your pets to be part of the family. My pets are definitely part of my family, but if you depend on them too much for emotional support, if you don't have clear boundaries that your animals understand, if you spoil them so much that they get fat and basically can do whatever they want whenever they want and don't have any structure at all in their lives, this is really harmful for animals and leads to anxiety issues. Higher anxiety issues in humans are a big driver of anxiety in animals because the humans' state of being has a profound impact on the animals. Some medical issues can cause or exacerbate anxiety, like thyroid disease, encephalitis, and particularly dementia. So older animals, when they get dementia, sometimes their anxiety can really increase. Other things that can cause and trigger or make anxiety worse are traumatic events like abuse, being attacked by other dogs or cats, surgery or vet visits, car accidents, abandonment and neglect. And rescue animals tend to be far more prone to anxiety than other animals. Hello everyone out there, let me know where you are and what animals you have. And if you've got any questions, ask them in the comments and I will answer them, whether we're live or watching a replay. So the main kinds of anxiety you're going to see are separation anxiety, anxiety about noises or situations, thunder, fireworks, kettles, vacuum cleaners, or certain places might trigger anxiety that animals go to. Social anxiety, so that's surrounding interactions with other animals or people, whether they're strange or well known. And some animals can just have generalized anxiety. So what does an anxious pet look like? The key thing that all anxious animals show is increased arousal levels. Anxiety is like a displaced survival reflex, a chronic fight-flight response that is active in the body-mind. So a lot of these anxious animals, instead of living in healthy relaxation, live in chronic arousal. Hypervigilant, never able to relax. And when you see an anxious pet, they might be avoidant, they might be hiding behind their owner or under the couch. Sometimes they'll be reactive, aggressive, or in your face, out of control, poorly behaved, jumping on you. They might be obviously fearful with a tightly tucked tail, fidgety, avoiding eye contact, and they'll often be very hypervigilant, restless, unable to relax. They just can't switch off. With more extreme anxiety, or when they trigger further into arousal and anxiety, these animals may cross what I call the red line and go into hyperarousal. And this is when you can see destructive, reactive, or even aggressive behavior as the front brain, the conscious brain, turns off. You might see displacement activities with these anxious animals too. Repeated yawning, lip licking, prolonged sniffing, shaking, panting, pacing, vocalization, dilated pupils, as I said, destructive behavior, and sometimes you'll see messing in the house, urinating or defecating in the house. And it's worth noting that a lot of dogs, when they become overexcited if you visit their house, that is often actually anxiety. And helping these dogs calm down, and cats, all these calming signals work for cats too, can be a really beautiful gift for them. So how do you help anxious pets with calming signals? Calming signals are body language and expressions that you can use to help anxious animals relax. Now these are going to be far more effective if the animal has not got super aroused and crossed that red line, but it can help to some extent even when animals are really freaking out. Now the first thing to do is slow down all of your movements. You want to have slow, smooth movements, no fast, jerky movements at all. Very slow, very deliberate in terms of moving the parts of your body and moving the whole of your body if you're moving through space. You want to walk in curves towards these animals. Don't walk straight into their space, curve around into their space. This helps them feel safer and relax. Soften and curve your body like this. You know, not upright staring at the animal, but curves like a little puppy going up to a big dog. Slow down and deepen your breath. And relax as much as you can. Soften your body. If the dog is crazy and wanting to jump on you, then you can side block them. You can turn your side to them, you can block them a little bit with your hands, and you just keep continually turning your hips and shoulders towards them until they get the idea that, no, you really don't want them to jump on you. And that also helps them calm down and relax. When you do come to rest, you can just be very still and not move at all. That also helps these animals relax. Eye contact is super important. How you direct and communicate with your gaze are very important ways to soothe anxious animals. The first thing to do is to avoid direct eye contact. That's threatening for animals. You want to be looking off to the side a little. So you can still watch what the animal's doing, but no direct looking into their eyes. Then you want to make your eyes soft and sleepy, heavy eyelids, and do some very slow blinks. You make your whole face soft and relaxed. So not like this, soft and relaxed. Then yawn to the animal. You can yawn deliberately several times, and this is a strong signal to the animal that they can relax. And it is also an anxiety sign, but at the same time it's a calming signal that you can actively use to help the animal relax. You can also slowly have a little stretch and then relax yourself as well. And if the dog or the cat comes over to you for attention, don't stimulate them any further. So one thing humans love to do with dogs is razz them up and excite them. Don't do that. Just be calm, be quiet, move slowly. If you touch them, maybe start a gentle scratch on the chest. And then if you're going to pat them, make all of your movements gentle and very slow. Make your pats like cold honey. Now if you do all of this, the animals will relax far quicker than usual, and they also want to cuddle up to you. It's something you can do anywhere, anytime, and it helps the animals feel safe and soothes their anxiety. You'll often see the animals responding, like doing the relaxation signs back to you. Now that's something you can do which will help to an extent, but if you really want to be able to make a massive difference, if you have an anxious animal, then I would invite you to check out our online training in the whole energy body balance for pets. So this is a profoundly healing bodywork modality for animals that I've developed over the last 23 years. And we have many students who have transformed their anxious pups and kittens into calm, happy pets with this work. So, you know, for instance, I've had a Staffy that was tearing the house to pieces, chewing all the plasterboard off the walls. After 2 weeks of this body work, all the destructive behaviour was completely gone, and he was happy and relaxed when left at home alone. So if you're interested in learning more about how to take even greater steps to help your anxious dogs, please do give me a yell. I'd love to help you do that through our online trainings in the Whole Energy Body Balance method. Okay, thank you so much for being part of this. And if there are any questions, just quickly, I'll check. And yes, Sandy, if you've got the dog with separation anxiety, I can absolutely help you, but you will need to contact me. Yep, rubbing the ears and acupuncture points can help too. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any questions, so I'm going to say goodbye for now. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all next week.